My friends, I lost our book in our house. We had Georgie's birthday party. It was this really big party outside, but it rained, so we had to have the party inside. So I went crazy putting everything away in closets, and I was very afraid that I had lost our book. But it is not lost. It is found officially. And I'm so excited that we get back into our reading. So we're getting into chapter 53. Ooh,
does it feel smooth?
It does feel smooth, George. We're getting into 53. You guys know that this next chapter is called The Migration. Georgie, what does migration mean?
They fly together south or west.
Oh, who's flying together?
The geese.
And is the mama robot, able to go with them?
Yeah.
She can't fly, so she has to stay behind. Oh gosh. Okay, so let's see what happens. It was the night.
Then she can get some feather. But then she can get some robot wings.
That's a good idea. George knows, and you guys know, that the robot is a learner, so she's always learning. So actually, George, that's a really good prediction. If she can learn how to be a mother, maybe she can learn how to fly. Let's see what happens. It was the night before the migration, and Bright Bill was sleeping fitfully. Fitfully means that if you're sleeping fitfully, you are not sleeping well. Make sure you're listening to the story. Roz watched him toss and turn until he finally crawled up into her arms, and she rocked him to sleep just like the old days. Early the next morning, Bright Bill waddled outside and looked at the pond. I hope you guys are imagining this happening just like I am. The water was perfectly still. A few lazy clouds drifted above. Geese were already gathering by the beach, and then Tiny Claus scampered down from the treetops. Who has tiny claws and would scamper down from the treetops? Which animals live in the trees that have tiny feet and tiny claws?
There's some ants.
Mommy likes to, a little bit bigger than that, Mommy likes to watch them in our yard.
Squirrels.
Squirrels! So here we have our favorite squirrel coming to say goodbye to Chit Chat, and I want you to listen to.
But even we see a lot of chipmunks.
We do see a lot of chipmunks as well.
Even frogs.
And even frogs. We have a lot of animals actually in our property.
Yeah, we saw coyotes.
We saw a coyote too, didn't we? And a mama and baby deer.
Oh yeah.
Georgie, I want you to listen to how Chit Chat talks. It's very silly. Ready? So today's the day, huh? Said Chit Chat, perched on a branch. You're going to see so many new things and meet so many new animals, and if there are any squirrels at your wintering grounds, please tell them that Chit Chat says hello. How does he talk? Slow like a turtle, fast! Today is the day, said Bright Bill.
He's like a cheetah.
He is like a cheetah. The flock will be leaving soon. Are you excited or nervous or scared? I'm all of those things. Hey, that's interesting. We've talked before about how sometimes we don't just feel mad or sad or happy or nervous. Oftentimes we feel a lot of different feelings at once, right, G?
Yeah.
And I know my reader.
I feel afraid and happy that I can do it, but I'm not ready.
To do what, baby?
Every time I have feel feelings.
Oh, thanks for sharing that with us, buddy. And we've talked about with my third graders, who are now actually not third graders anymore. Now you guys are fourth graders. We've talked about how feelings are for feeling, and sometimes we feel a lot of feelings at once, and that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, Mom, look at that.
The squirrel whispered, well, don't worry about your mother. I'll look after her, so you know she'll be perfectly fine. Bright Bill smiled. I'm afraid it is time to go, said Roz as she stepped out of the nest. Okay, Mama, said the gosling. See you in the spring.
I think
Chit Chat.
they're gonna be really not cool right now looking at this.
Make sure you're not distracting yourself or our readers. We're listening to the story. Have a nice migration, Bright Bill. The squirrels scampered back into the treetops. Come home with lots of exciting stories, but not too exciting because I don't want anything scary to happen to you, so goodbye. The geese were honking with excitement and hustling around as they made their final preparations. Several of the fathers huddled together, discussing their flight plans as fathers do, while the mothers took a head count. There you are, Brightbill! Loudwing
Brightbill.
honked from the middle of the crowd.
Who's Brightbill?
Brightbill is the baby goose. Well, actually, he's kind of a big kid goose, like you, when he's about to leave his mommy and go on a migration, because that's what geese do. We're just about to begin.
Like a teenager?
Yeah, he's like a teenager. May I have your attention, please? Said the biggest goose. As most of you know, my name is Longneck, and I'll be leading this.
Longneck.
I'll be leading. Think about geese. Do they kind of have a long neck?
Like a giraffe.
Like a giraffe. I'll be leading this year's migration. I'm asking everyone to please join your families for takeoff. Once we're all airborne, each family will take its position in our V formation and we'll start the first leg of the journey. Are there any questions? I have a question, said a booming voice. My son will not have his family with him. Where does he fit into the formation? Who do you think is asking that question?
The baby geese's mom.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Ross. Everyone turned to Longneck. He can fly with me, said the big goose. I hear Brightbill is a very clever flyer. I could use his help at the point. So, my friends, think about how geese fly. Maybe you've seen them in the air before. Have you guys seen the formation? And Georgie, I wonder if you have. Oh no. Georgie's little turtle leg just broke off. You're gonna have to fix it.
No, this.
Oh, what was it? Oh, one of his little... Okay, we'll have to fix that. So, when geese fly in the air, they fly in a V.
No, it's not a turtle. It's a dino.
Oh, a dino. The leader flies at the front. So,
Mom, can you
Brightbill...
this on it?
Yeah, but not right now.
This?
Brightbill is going to be joining the leader at the front of the V formation. And geese are very clever. They fly in V formation, and it's actually a wonderful way to preserve their energy. And because these flyers up here have to be very strong, but all of the other geese that are behind the flyers, they actually receive the benefit of the momentum of the other birds in front of them, so they actually don't have to flap their wings as hard because they're kind of like sailing on the wind from the geese in front of them. It's actually a really, really interesting study in aerodynamics. Birds are amazing creatures. Okay, so we have Brightbill is going to be joining the leader at the front of the point. That is kind of an honor. Oh gosh, now he has to say goodbye to his mother.
Yay.
A moment later, the geese began flapping and honking and making their way into the air. A cloud of feathers floated down around the robot and her son. You're not a gosling anymore, said Roz. I am proud of the fine young goose you have become. Brightbill fluttered up to his mother's shoulder. Thanks, Mama.
Oh, look at me.
The young goose wiped his eyes. No, thank you, George. Is this where we say goodbye? This is where we say goodbye for now. Spring will soon be here and we will be together again. I'm going to miss you, said Brightbill as he nuzzled into his mother.
Oh, this is so cool.
I'm going to miss you too, said Roz as she nuzzled her son.
Oh, that's the wild robot.
The goose took a deep breath.
That's the wild robot.
That's right, baby. Then he shook his tail feathers, flapped his wings, and joined the flock. At first, the geese flew
What's
in
a flock?
A flock is a collection of geese, or a group of geese. At first, the geese flew in a disorganized jumble, but each goose slowly drifted into position until the flock formed a wobbly V, kind of like that V that we were talking about a moment ago. At the lead was Longneck. Behind his left wing was Brightbill. They circled in the sky until the V pointed south. You're right, George. They are migrating south. Why do you think they're migrating south? I think we've talked about this before.
Because they don't want to spend time in the winter.
Yeah, no one wants to be in the cold, cold winter, so maybe they're going to Florida, hang out at the beach. And then the
I
geese.
still don't get it.
Thanks, George. We're going to be going to the beach soon. We'll be reading Wild Robot on the beach, aren't we, George?
Oh yeah, and we're even gonna go on a hotel with our cousins.
Yeah, we're going to go to a hotel with our cousins.
What
And
kind of cousins?
we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's finish this chapter. And then the geese began their long migration. Roz climbed to the top of a tree and watched as the flock slowly faded into the horizon. Wow, George, so sad. Bless you. God bless you. The next chapter is called The Winter. So we are going to see all of the challenges that Roz and the other animals are going to face in the winter. My friends, thank you so much for reading with us today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful summer. I hope you're playing outside. I hope you are getting lots of sunshine, and definitely I hope that you're reading some books.
I just snapped in my phone.
Yes, George just snapped at his bones. Okay, so until next time, George, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye, friends. I love you.